Hello everyone and welcome to my model showcase. I wanted to make this video, but I am still kind of sick, so please excuse any coughing or sniffling you might hear because I am sick. My voice is going through it right now. That's okay. Yeah, so welcome to my model showcase. We're gonna start off with head angles. This video is gonna be a little bit yappy because I don't have a script, but it's okay. I'm a yapper. So head angles. Let's look at the head angles. Okay, let's go. So these are my head angles, and yeah, they're pretty, I would say, extreme because most VTuber models don't have this range of motion. But I didn't know that. I just did the one that looked the most natural, which means I just created a lot of work for myself for no reason. But you know, it's alright. Yeah. Uh, Angle Z was probably the easiest because that's literally just rotating the head like back and forth like this. So that was pretty easy. Yeah, instead of angle Y being just up and down, I tried to create like a forward and back motion. So that's why the shadows move forward slightly and just create a realistic motion, which is quite cool in my opinion. I quite like that. And also I like how the headline, like head face line disappears when I look left, like up. Like you can see it here, yeah. That's really cool. Also all my head angles are augmented physics, which means that every time I move there's a slight bounce. So if I do like this, you can see how there's like a slight bounce before it goes into place, which is quite cool. I like how bouncy my model is. But yeah. So this also allowed me to help. Wait, what? My sentence is not sensitive. This also allowed me to do some cool things with physics, with toggles and stuff, which I will show you guys later. So stay tuned for that. Next is expressions, I believe. Yeah, expressions. So expressions, I wanted all my expressions to be realistic in a sense. Like I don't mind the anime expressions for different VTuber models if they suit that model, but for me personally, I would like it to make sense to me, and that means taking a lot of characteristics from cats and making it into a toggle. So yeah, I'll go through them now quickly. So this is my love toggle, which means my eyes dilate like a cat. And also I have blush, so that's really cool. I really like how this came out. I can also dilate my pupils without the blush, which means I can be excited about something like yeah. So it also has a quite natural like animation, like dilation movement when I toggle it on and off, which is just what happens naturally. So that's cool. I also have a sad toggle because sometimes sad happens. This makes it so tears appear, and also my brow form is automatically sad, and also my mouth form is upset. So I can't be anything other than upset. And automatically my ears go down because it's linked to my brow form. So I'm just sad. And then when I'm really shocked about something, I can just do like this one was quite simple. I just hid the pupils. So this one's quite subtle, but I can also sweat when I'm really like, what the fuck, what the fuck. This was just a simple like expression toggle. As yeah, another simple toggle is just what the fuck. This is either what the fuck, I'm gonna kill you, or what the fuck. Yeah, another one that I'm proud of is my clock pupils, which is linked up to all the other clocks on my outfits. Yeah, they're all rotating with a single rotation deformer, and it's complicated to explain now, so I'll complicate it. What the fuck? No, I'll explain it. There you go. I'll explain it later when I come back to my body angle. I don't know why I'm gonna explain it, but I'm gonna explain it. Okay, guys, trust. Next up, we have the body angles, which is quite simple. X, Y. But I also try to make it so X has a little bit more depth on it and actually makes it look like I'm turning. That makes sense on a 3D plane, like I'm 3D. Yeah, I tried really hard on that. I even did details on the hands to make sure that's realistic enough, which is really cool. I don't think it was that noticeable, but it's noticeable to me, okay? Y is, I tried to make Y look like I'm bending down and also going on my tiptoes, if that makes sense. I will have to say that this was inspired by Hanacue, if that is how I pronounce it. Hanacue's model is very, very cool. It's very 3D looking. So I tried to incorporate that into my model by also slightly copying. I took the idea of the heels thing speaking out because he also gave me the beginning, so like it was really cool. And yeah, so for both of my outfits that you'll see later, this is what happens. My heels you can see my heels when I turn X. What? Yeah, when I turn X angle. Yeah, this is really cool. Also for the I don't know how to describe it. Like the Z, yeah, it's Z, right? Yeah, Z. So Z was just a simple like body movement, but I had to make sure it matched the head. It was quite difficult when the physics came into play because that was a bit weird, but it's fine. It works. Hey, remember when I said I had augmented physics and then could be used to link to toggles? Yeah, I did it. This is a technique that is made popular by Kuroama, if that I don't know how to pronounce Kuroama. I'll be leaving a link in the description to all the resources or like inspirations that I used. And in the video hopefully if I figure that out. Yeah, but toggle physics. So here you can see when my collision goes off, there is a slight physics to Y, I believe, yeah. And then when my cardigan opens, there's a slight physics to X, meaning it like shakes a little. Isn't it cool? Okay, now for some quick fire toggles. Let's go. Arm up, magnifying glass, Meowser, Meowser wave. Yeah, got that? Yeah, okay, cool. Hey, so this is my other outfit, which I call my work outfit. It's similar to the outfit I had with my other model, except revamped to fit me better, and it just looks cooler. Okay, it's just better. Yeah, it can also work with the previous toggles. So, for example, this arm up is instead this one because the sleeves are super long. I have the magnifying glass, which is held by the sleeve only. Meowser held by my large sleeves, and Meowser can also wave slightly. He's trying his best. Okay, he's trying. Oh, and I can also bring up my hood because it just looks cooler and I look cuter. Look at this. Look at this. I love hoods. That's so cool. So I actually have another form, which is my horns and wings, because it's in my lore. I am actually dead. So here are my horns. You can see there's a slight Y physics to my head, so slightly it will move. It's quite subtle, but you can see it more obviously in the physics editor or the viewer. I don't know what that's called. And also my wings, which is quite huge as well. They don't really fit here. You can't really see it, so you can see in greater detail here. I'm quite proud of the head angles, which you can see now, and my wings, which move depending towards the angle, like it either compresses or expands, which is really cool and makes them more dynamic. And yeah, this is by far my favorite toggle. Is the toggle where I can sit on Nick, my scythe. Yes, he's named Nick. Don't ask why. I don't know why. Yeah, it's a really cool model, and it was quite complicated for me to figure out. But all in all, like in conclusion, or to sum it up, it was just making it so when the toggle was on, this physics was on, if that makes sense. So body X and body Y had different physics for the legs depending if the toggle was turned on and off. I think that was the simplest way to do it. I mean, it's the one that worked for me, but there was probably an easy way to do it. I just didn't know good enough. I'm not good at life duty at all. But yeah, it's cool. For all you observant ones out there, you could have noticed that Nick sometimes glows. That happens when I click, so if I click now, it glows. I find this useful in shooting games, just because I just want to show some way of me shooting. So it's linked in VTube Studio with my left mouse button, so that means every time I left mouse, it turns on the toggle, which means pew 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 pew. Okay, we're near the end of the video now, so let's just go over some things I find really cool about my model that I just didn't mention yet, or forgot to explain, or just forgot. So, quick fire, let's go. Teta mode. Self-explanatory. I have a toggle for my tails to go up. Every time one of the minute hand passes 12, it will cause our hand to move by 1. It actually is accurate, and it is set to a 12-second idle thing, animation. This was quite hard to do, and the rotation deformers were quite... Yeah, it was weird, okay? This was weird. My ears are linked to brow movement. Every single reflective surface has a shiny part that moves when I turn X, so you can see it more clearly in the viewer. My pockets subtly open and close when I look up and down. When I look down, there's a subtle shadow that appears on my chest. When I turn my head angle Z, which is like this, my clock glasses thing will move accordingly, which is quite cool. And that's everything. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully this has been insightful, or at least entertaining. My model is I'm quite proud of it. Like right now, it's quite cool. Yeah, I know there's improvements to be made, but I'm pretty proud of myself considering the fact it was made only in 5 days. And yep. Oh my god, I forgot my outro. Okay, say goodbye to me, everyone. Goodbye, goodbye. Next one, I'm really sad. I can't be sad. This magically makes not magically. I mean manually. Fuck. Oh, and I can also bring my hood up to have. That's the wrong toggle. Shit. I can also dilate. Oh my god, what the. I can also dilate. Oh, I can't say dilate.